All right, welcome players. If you could please indicate your team name in front of uh, your normal name, I suppose. If people are confused why I'm not Ken Andino, Ken requested at the last minute to switch rooms. So as far as I know, all of the players who are in the room are in the right room.
Mr. Drew, can you watch UFC tonight?
I didn't even know it was is it Saturday?
I don't know, man. I just Google one. I just Google UFC tonight, and I see when the next one is, and then I
Who's fighting
pay for
now?
it and view it legally.
Oh yeah, of course, like we all do.
Yeah. Right now, I think it's Big Nog is fighting. I don't even know. It's like the last two fights, so I should know both their names, but it's fighting Mauricio Rua. But then Robert Whitaker's fighting Darren Till, which I'm excited for, but I'm probably gonna have to like miss it for this, so we'll see. But
I might have to leave.
Gustafson just got armbarred in like 2 minutes by Werdum, so that was
What?
Yeah. He looked great until he got armbarred in 2 minutes. But yeah, it's been good. Beth Correa thought was the bell and not the 10 seconds, and she turned around and just got punched in the face because she was sort of walking away, which is like very, very Beth Correa, very on brand.
So Beth.
She's a little goofy.
All right, players, are we waiting for any other people to join us? I'll take that as a no. Just waiting on the go ahead. All right, we have been given the all clear to begin. Welcome, players. I am Joshua Pincus from the great state of Florida. Today, I will be your moderator, and I am joined by Emily Husino, who will be working score and time for us. So many thanks to Emily. And then, of course, always perpetual thanks to Austin Chu for his incredible tech support that he provides for us. We'll go ahead and take a moment to let the teams introduce themselves. So let's begin. I see a few familiar faces from yesterday's round. So Strangers with Candy, if you'd like to introduce yourselves, we'll begin with you.
We are Strangers with Candy, and my name is Kyle.
I'm Richard.
And Julia.
Wonderful. All right, let's move to on the Zoom, it's abbreviated as Tree. So I don't remember your team name. So if you'd tell us your team name and introduce yourselves, that would be great.
Alrighty, awesome. Hello, everyone. We are the Treeumvirate. My name is Jordan.
My name is Kiana.
And I'm Michaela.
Thank you. All right. And then 6 feet, your team name, and introduce yourselves, please.
Our team name, I believe, is Stay 6 Feet Away from Ken Andino, and I'm Colby.
William.
Andrew.
I'm Ian.
All right. Thank you, players and teams. Do we have any questions before we go ahead and begin? Everyone knows how to buzz? Okay, and of course, just a quick reminder, please only begin an answer when I call your name, because what appears on your Zoom chat for the buzz order might be different from mine. All right, let's go ahead and jump into World Series of Certamen 2020, round 2. Toss-up number 1 for any player. Public service announcement. The answer to this question is not poopy anus. Do not buzz in. Balbinus's co-ruler, a Theban who got his brains eaten, the Latin word at the root of Oriole, and the praenomen of the author of the first Latin work in dactylic hexameter all have first letters. Kyle.
A?
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Ian?
That's what I was going to do. AU.
I'm sorry, that is also incorrect. I will read the question again. Public service announcement. Do not buzz in. The answer is not poopy anus. Balbinus's co-ruler, a Theban who got his brains eaten, the Latin word at the root of Oriole, and the praenomen of the author of the first Latin work in dactylic hexameter all have first letters that, when combined, spell out the abbreviation of what underrepresented Certamen category? Kiana.
PMQA. Or PMAC.
PMAC is correct. Yes. Bonus 1 for the Treeumvirate. In the eyes of many Certamen players, the worst Certamen category is, without a doubt, passages. From what Latin verb with what meaning do we derive passage?
Does it come from patior, like to suffer?
I think it comes from patior. That's
Okay,
why.
that's my guess too. Jordan, you want to do it?
Is it just Latin, like verb, or is
Can you
it?
repeat the question, please?
In the eyes of many Certamen players, the worst Certamen category is, without a doubt, passages. From what Latin verb with what meaning do we derive passage?
Um,
Suffer, right?
yeah. Patior, meaning to suffer. Final answer.
A good guess. That is what I do during passage questions, is suffer, but it comes from pondo, meaning spread. 10 points for the Treeumvirate on toss-up number 1. Toss-up number 2 for any player. Next Thursday, NASA will launch its Mars 2020 rover to the red planet to search for life, turn carbon dioxide into oxygen, and collect rock samples. The rocket that is launching this rover is named for what mythological figure who, after he refused hospitality to Perseus, was turned... Andrew.
Phineas.
I'm sorry, Phineas is incorrect. Kiana.
Polydectes.
I'm sorry, Polydectes is incorrect. I will repeat for the remaining team. Next Thursday, NASA will launch its Mars 2020 rover to the red planet to search for life, turn carbon dioxide into oxygen, and collect rock samples. The rocket that is launching this rover is named for what mythological figure who, after he refused hospitality to Perseus, was turned into either a rock, a mountain, or an entire mountain range, depending on who you ask? Kyle.
Atlas.
Atlas is correct. Bonus 1 for Strangers with Candy. On August 1st, SpaceX will launch a satellite using the SpaceX Falcon 9. What son of Eosphorus was turned into a hawk, which is like basically a falcon, after his daughter Chione was shot by Artemis?
Any thoughts?
Nope. You know mythology. Do you know
Occasionally.
a balcony
Occasionally.
name?
I mean, I'm feeling a Daedalian, but I don't know.
Go with it.
Okay, Daedalian. Final answer.
That is correct for 15 points for Strangers with Candy on toss-up number 2. Toss-up 3, any player, any team. Next week, the NBA will resume its season in Orlando. Of LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Zion Williamson, James Harden, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, I butchered that, who is being described in the following lines? In collegio, calceum fregit. William.
Zion Williams.
Zion Williamson is correct. In collegio calceum fregit cum contra septentrionolem Carolinam lucerit, nunc pro factione nomine martimarum avium ludit. Bonus 1 for 6 feet away from Ken Andino. Of LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Zion Williamson, James Harden, and Giannis, I can't pronounce his last name, who is being described here. Saipe appellatis est anguis, et lucit pro factionibus nominibus soni fulmen bellatores retia.
It's Kevin Durant. He's
Yeah.
often
Yeah.
called a snake, and he changes those teams. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the captain still somehow.
Yes.
Final answer: Kevin Durant.
That is correct. 15 points for 6
Stay
feet
6
from
feet away
Andino
from Andino.
on toss-up number 3. Toss-up 4 for any player. Which of the following words, if any, is not derived from Latin? National, junior, classical, league. Kyle.
They are all derived from Latin.
That is correct. Bonus 1 for Strangers with Candy. Give the Latin words which are at the root of the English words contained in the phrase General Assembly.
Can you repeat, please?
Give the Latin words which are at the roots of the English words contained in the phrase General Assembly.
Was that more than one?
I don't know. There's
Okay.
2 words.
Yikes. Can I
I
defer to another team?
To give them fun points, yes.
I think we should go for the fun points.
Assembly. I got nothing for assembly. I think I'm supposed to answer. All right.
Probably.
Genus meaning, I feel like this is a trick question. Genus meaning type, and os meaning coin. I got nothing.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Genus for general and similis for assembly.
Nice.
10 points on toss-up for Strangers with Candy. Moving to toss-up 5 for any player, which is a visual toss-up. All right, can everybody see the visual? All right, toss-up 5. Multiple answers required. Don't hyperbuzz if you actually want points. In the image above, you will see 2 inspiring athletes who probably would have competed during the now canceled 2020 Summer Olympic Games. Name the athlete on the right, her sport, and the Latin verb from which the name of her... William.
Serena Williams, tennis, teneo, to hold.
That is correct. Bonus 1 for stay 6 feet away from Ken Andino. Give the name of the athlete on the left, the name of her sport, and the meaning of the Greek adjective from which the name of her sport is derived.
Simone Biles, gymnastic, gymnos, naked, right?
Yes.
I feel great about that. I defer to Mr. Lee.
Simone Biles, gymnastics, and naked. Final
That
answer.
is correct. 15 points for stay 6 feet away from from Ken Andino on toss-up number 5. Toss-up 6, any player. There's nothing like a good dad joke. So slap. I suppose we should do a score check. Yes. All right. Well, I don't think anything was given away in toss-up 6. So thank you, Emily. We will go ahead and do a score check after 5.
After 5, Treeumvirate has 10, Strangers with Candy has 25, and 6 feet away from Ken Andino, it has 30.
Okay. My apologies. All right. Returning to toss-up 6 for any player. There's nothing like a good dad joke. So slap on your beer belly, embarrass your children just by existing, and keep that state of mind when you answer the following riddle. What work of Ovid is the speediest? William.
Fasty.
Fasty is correct. For us, stay 6 feet away from Ken Andino, bonus 1. If you like that, here's another one. If you didn't like that, here's another one. What work of Statius is the most familiarly inquisitive to a woman named Sylvia?
Oh.
So is it Sil
why?
why?
So why?
So why?
I was great on the toss up, by the way. Oh man. Sil why? Final answer.
Sil Y is correct for 15 points for 6 feet from Ken Andino. Toss up 7 for any player. Toss up 7. The beloved Kanye West song Lift Yourself contains the famous lyrics. Poopity scoop, scoop diddy whoop, whoop de scoop de poop, poop de scoop de, scoop de whoop, whoopity scoop, whoop poop. What Roman king was most likely concerned with the poopity scoop issue in Rome when he built the Colby.
Servius Tullius.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Kyle.
Tarquinius Superbus.
That is correct. What Roman king was most likely concerned with the poopity scoop issue in Rome when he built the Cloaca Maxima, Rome's sewage system? Bonus 1 for Strangers with Candy. After the release of Lift Yourself, Drake texted Kanye a bunch of purple demon emojis because he wanted to collaborate with Kanye on Lift Yourself and was totally left out of the process. Speaking of purple demon emojis, they most resemble what mythological pair? The twin sons of Boreas, who are said to have either purple wings or purple hair.
Thoughts? Anything? Boreas?
Nope. Julia?
Are you having a good time?
That was just a
I think
noise.
so.
Any good dad jokes?
Ooh.
All right, I'll take this one. So Zetes and Callias, final answer.
That is correct. 15 points on toss-up 7 for Strangers with Candy. Toss-up 8 for any player. For 3 points, who disguised as a beggar to ask King William?
The Sybil.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. I'll repeat for the remaining teams. For 3 points, who disguised as a beggar to ask King Hypericus for bread, but was instead given a clod of earth? Kyle?
Euphemus?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Kiana?
Same guess.
All right, I'm sorry, that is also incorrect. I'll read the full question. For 3 points, who disguised as a beggar to ask King Hypericus for bread, but was instead given a clod of earth? Or for 10 points, who disguised himself as a beggar to infiltrate the suitors of his wife, Penelope? No points on toss-up 8, but we will do the bonus for extra fun points. Bonus as a toss-up for fun points. Let me put a line in here. So, okay, bonus. Odysseus showed that he'd be a contender on UFC's Fight Island when he felled what? Andrew.
Arnias, also known as
Arnias
Iris.
is correct. Or Iris. Excellent. All right. For giving both answers, we're going to give 6 feet from Ken and Andino 10 extra fun points. All right. Moving on to toss-up 9. Toss-up 9 for any player. A coconut, a pizza, a bar of soap, a potted plant, a roll of toilet paper, and a crock are all upsettingly revealed to be what type of food? Julia.
Cake.
Cake is correct, which the Romans called farium in a popular viral video. Bonus for strangers with candy. The everything is cake meme culminated when people started to make cakes that, when cut open, were actually just different types of cakes. What two-word term was given to the cake, which the Pontifex Maximus and Flamandialis would dedicate to Jupiter during a confariatio?
Julia, do you know your cake history?
I think I've heard this, but I have absolutely no clue. I can tell that some people in here don't know it. Oh, man.
I don't know. Birthday cake.
Oh, man, I know what they're talking about.
I don't.
I think it's time.
I defer to anyone.
Birthday cake, final answer.
Sorry, birthday cake is incorrect. This is the Farium Libum. 10 points on toss-up 9 for strangers with candy. Toss-up 10 is a visual toss-up. All right, if everyone can see the visual. Your question. The Zuck. Long a source of countless memes, the robotic overlord of Facebook was recently seen sporting quite the look while surfing. While most say this is sunscreen, I like to think that Mark lifted this look from Latin literature. What work, of which 100 lines survive, details 5 recipes for facial... Colby.
Okay. Medicamini fame nai facie.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Kyle.
The De Coquaria.
I'm sorry, that is also incorrect. I will repeat the full question for the remaining team. The Zuck, long a source of countless memes, the robotic overlord of Facebook was recently seen sporting quite the look while surfing. While most say this is sunscreen, I like to think that Mark lifted this look from Latin literature. What work, of which 100 lines survive, details 5 recipes for facial treatments and was written by the poet Ovid? What work, of which 100 lines survive, details 5 recipes for facial treatments and was written by the poet Ovid? Kiana.
Ars Amatoria.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. This is the Medicamina faciei feminae. We will do the bonus for fun points. Bonus as a toss-up. Bonus. Ovid, like Zuckerberg, could be a master of self-promotion. For instance, in what other work of Ovid does the author mention the Medicamina? Andrew.
The Ars Amatoria?
That is correct for 5 extra points for 6 feet away from Ken Andino. And our score after 10 toss-ups.
After 10, we have Treeumvirate with 10, Strangers with Candy with 50, and 6 feet away from Ken Andino with 60.
All right. Moving to toss-up 11 for any player. It seems inevitable that talented performers and artists will pass every year, but 2019 seemed to be particularly dreadful in this respect. What artist who had collaborations released posthumously that might be titled Vita Est and Adventus Exitusque, and whose most famous song might have been Somnia Lucida, died tragically on December 8th, 2019 at the young age of 21. Colby.
If I go 0 for 3, Juice World?
Juice World is correct. Bonus 1 for staying 6 feet away from Ken Andino. The famous EDM artist Avicii passed away in April of 2018. Before his passing, he was working on an album which was released posthumously. The first single's title on that album is a 3-letter abbreviation used in emergency situations. For what 3-word Latin phrase does that abbreviation stand?
The opus sit.
Sit. Yeah. C opus sit.
Is that true? Is that like actually how where we got that? I'm pretty sure it's just shorthand Morse code because it's like short, 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 long, long, long. Whatever. It's fine. Okay. C opus sit. Final answer.
That is correct. 15 points on toss-up 11 for 6 feet. Toss-up 12 for any player. One of the sadistic joys we get here at the World Series of Certamen is watching excellent classicists twist in the wind by asking them to do mathematical calculations. This year has been so trying that we are going to be kind. As this question is quite susceptible to spaz buzzing, please wait until you know what the question is actually asking. Virtually looking at you, Michael Howard. Take the number of the book of the Aeneid in which the drama between Aeneas and Dido plays out, and multiply it by the number of the book in which Nissus and Euryalus have an ill-fated nighttime sojourn. If you take the square root of that number, you will get the number of the book of the Aeneid that takes place largely in what area? Ian.
The underworld.
The underworld is correct. Bonus 1 for 6 feet. If you combine the number of the book of the Aeneid containing the funeral games of Anchises and the book of the Aeneid in which Turnus dies into a single 3-digit number, the answer is 2 raised to what power?
Can you repeat the question, please?
If you combine the number of the book of the Aeneid containing the funeral games of Anchises and the book of the Aeneid in which Turnus dies into a single 3-digit number, the answer is 2 raised to what power?
128.
It has to be even, right? So I don't know math. Also, I feel like if they say book of the Aeneid, we just buzz in and say underworld. They only ever ask about that one book.
Okay, let's talk about this bonus.
Is it 128?
4, 8.
Do y'all know the math? I don't know. What? He knows math, right?
128, 64, 32, 16. Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7?
Is that what we're going with? I feel good about that. I mean, I can try it.
Yeah. It's
time. Answer, please.
7. Final answer.
9. A valiant effort. 10 points for 6 feet from Ken Andino on toss-up 12. Toss-up 13, any player. What 3-word English phrase that is becoming more and more ubiquitous could be rendered into Latin as me pinatet sed non me pinatet? Andrew.
Sorry, not sorry.
And is also the name of a song by Demi Lovato. Sorry, not sorry. Bonus 1 for 6 feet. Demi Lovato's given first name is Greek for, quote, one who is devoted to the goddess of agriculture, and is the feminine form of a similar name that was given to a famous Greek sculptor and several Macedonian kings. What is Demi's actual first name?
Is it like Demetrius?
Ooh, that
Something like
sounds.
that.
Is it? Do you think it's Demetria?
It's,
Well, you said it was feminine, right? I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Demi. Right. I was thinking
Demetria? Is that what
Yeah.
we're saying? Yes.
okay.
Demetria.
All right. Demetria. Final answer.
That is correct. 15 points for 6 feet on toss-up number 13. Toss-up 14, any player. One of the unfortunate things about COVID-19 has been that several huge movies have been postponed. One that is now set to be released in November might have its name given in Latin as Nihil Temporis Mori. William,
No Time to Die.
No Time to Die is correct. Bonus 1 for 6 feet. This is a gimme, but that's okay. A prequel that has been delayed stars Ralph Fiennes. It is meant to keep audiences interested in the franchise, as both a third movie in the original franchise and a spin-off Statesman movie are in the works. Give the name of this movie, which in Latin would be Regus Weir. Sorry, Ray Fiennes.
Yeah.
It's just called like The Kingsman this time, right?
Yeah, The Kingsman.
All
Or
right.
The Kingsman, right?
But I mean, yeah. The Kingsman. Final answer.
The King's Man is correct. 15 points for 6 feet on toss-up number 14. Toss-up 15 for any player. Translate the expression of time found in this recent meme into Latin. Phineas and Ferb would have cured coronavirus on the third. Kyle,
Tertio Die.
on the third day of their summer vacation. Tertio Die is correct for Strangers with Candy. Bonus. Phineas's pet platypus, Perry, works as a secret agent for the organization without a cool acronym, or OWCA. If Perry ever decided to settle down and have a family, his children would be born via eggs, the characteristic shared by only 2 mammals. Besides the platypus, what other type of mammal, which shares its name with the mother of the Sphinx and Nemean lion, also lays eggs?
So echidna's the mother. Is that the answer?
I knew this last semester for a class, but I've
Is
forgotten that
echidna-
knowledge.
Echidna sounds like an animal, right? I'm saying
Yeah.
that right?
Echidna?
Yeah.
Right?
Sure. That
Okay,
sounds vaguely
echidna.
familiar.
Echidna, final answer.
Echidna is correct. 15 points for Strangers with Candy, and our score after 15.
After 15, Treeumvirate has 10, Strangers with Candy has 65, and 6 feet away from Ken Andino has 115.
All right. Toss-up 16, any player. July 23rd marked the 10-year anniversary of a momentous occasion in many teenagers' lives, the formation of One Direction. Aemilius Scaurus, Rutilius Lupus, Lutatius Catulus, and Sulla were all known to Kyle Drugan.
I know that was the buzz point because the other teams were going to get it otherwise. Jugurtha.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. William,
Metellus Pneumaticus.
I'm sorry, that is also incorrect. I will repeat. July 23rd marked the 10-year anniversary of a momentous occasion in many teenagers' lives, formation of One Direction. Aemilius Scaurus, Rutilius Lupus, Lutatius Catulus, and Sulla were all known to write works of autobiography, which is a concept closely associated with what One Direction hit song that in Latin might be called Chiana.
Story of my life.
Fabulae Mei Vitae. Bonus 1 for the Treeumvirate. Of course, One Direction's biggest hit would be Quod te pulchram facet in Latin, No, you're not translating that. You're singing it.
Oh,
Give us a full team 10 seconds or longer serenade, if you please.
Wait, it's what makes you beautiful.
oh God. Okay.
Wait, it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. What part of the song? Everyone else in the room?
Everyone else.
Else in the room can see it. Everyone else but you, baby, you
Baby,
light
you
up
light
my
up my world like
nobody else. The way that
Way
you
that you
flip
fit,
it's
overwhelmed.
overwhelmed. The way
No,
you smile at the ground, it's hard to tell. You don't know.
No, oh,
You don't know you're beautiful.
All right, fantastic. That was great. All right, we're going to award you 5 points for the bonus and an extra 5 fun points for the incredible vocals. Well done. Moving to toss-up 17 for any player. Yesterday, Taylor Swift shocked the world and our hearts by releasing a surprise album titled Folklore. Track 4 of the album, Exile, features Bon Iver. Bon Iver is stylized French for the phrase good winter. Give the Latin phrase. Ian.
Let me see. Bruma bona.
Yes, that's fine. Well done for 6 feet. Bonus 1 for 6 feet. The whole of Folklore was recorded in secret and arranged to be made live at midnight on July 24th. According to Roman dating, how many days before the calends of August was the album released?
July 24th, right? Is that?
So July is 31 days.
Yes.
So that's what, 8 days?
Nine. It's
4, 5,
inclusive.
6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's 9 days. He just
Okay.
wants the number of days, right?
Yeah, 9.
Okay.
30 to 31 days.
Yeah, 9 days. Final answer.
That is correct. 15 points for 6 feet on toss-up 17. Toss-up 18 for any player. Track 10 of Folklore, Illicit Affairs, could be about any of Aglaea, Mida, or Clytemnestra, who were persuaded to cheat on their husbands by what? Kyle.
Nauplius.
By what man who was avenging the death of his son Palamedes? Nauplius is correct. Bonus 1 for Strangers with Candy. The first song Taylor wrote for this album was the powerful track My Tears Ricochet. What mythological figure's sister's tears turned into amber after they were super bummed about his death?
I was listening to half of that. Are they asking about the dude who died or the
Can you
sisters?
repeat?
Sister.
What mythological figure's sister's tears turned into amber after they were super bummed about his death?
Phython's final answer.
That is correct. 15 points for Strangers with Candy on toss-up 18. Toss-up 19, after which we will have our penultimate score check. Toss-up 19. On track 4 of Folklore, 7, Taylor relatably laments, I hit my peak at 7. Much like what Roman emperor who is... Richard.
Elagabalus.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. I will repeat for the remaining teams. On track 4 of Folklore, 7, Taylor relatably laments, I hit my peak at 7, much like what Roman emperor who ascended to the throne at the age of 7 and had the longest reign since Augustus? William.
Theodosius II.
That is correct. Bonus for 6 feet. In 7, Taylor Swift says, our love lasts so long. As far as we know, Theodosius II was happily married to what woman?
The daughter of Marcian. I know that much.
Oh,
I don't know her. So Pulcheria, that was the daughter of someone else, wasn't it? But that's the only name I can think of related to it.
Go for it.
I really think it's wrong.
We could say like Markiana or something if you're sure about the dad.
I'm pretty sure about the dad.
Do you want to just? I mean, if you're sure Bulgaria is wrong, I don't want to say.
We need to give an answer.
Yeah.
Time. Answer,
Markiana.
please.
Markiana. Final answer.
I'm sorry, Markiana is incorrect. You could have said Eudokia or Athenias. So 10 points on toss-up 19 for 6 feet, and our score moving into the final toss-up question.
The score after 19, Treeumvirate has 30, Strangers with Candy has 80, and 6 feet away from Ken Andino has 140.
All right, moving into our final toss-up number 20, any player. The last verse of 7 ends with a 2-word line. I. A clear reference to the death of what myth... Kyle. Oh, no, I'm sorry, hold on. Colby.
Hyacinthus.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
What?
Kyle.
Ajax the Greater.
Ajax the Greater is correct. My apologies for the misread on the buzzer there. The last verse of 7 ends with a 2-word line, I, a clear reference to the death of what mythological figure whose blood sprouted a flower with the letters AI on it.
Wait, if that's it, then Hyacinthus is right.
Hey, that's a challenge. What
I would
about
love to not whiff on another question if that's possible. Just like to submit that.
Zion Williams?
No, you're absolutely right. I didn't write this question. I didn't write this question.
Intermediate. Okay.
Yeah, it was just an intermediate.
I thought it was crazy.
In this case, yes, Colby, we will be awarding the points to 6 feet. Bonus. Bonus for 6 feet. Folklore contains Taylor's cover of the song Mirror Ball, which may be the inspiration for the iconic Vsauce video, What If the Moon Was a Disco Ball? Although the goddess of the moon is normally identified as Selene, Luna, Artemis, or Hecate, what moon goddess was worshipped alongside Helios at a temple at Thalami?
Holy cow. When's the last time I went to Thalami?
Euryphiessa or Phoebe, could be Phoebe. Euryphiessa or Thea is what I was thinking, who's usually the consort of Hyperion, but that's all I've got.
You didn't say Thea in the toss-up, right?
No, let's go with
the read. I mean,
Euryphiessa, Thea, or Euryphiessa.
So Thea, is that what we're going with?
Yep. Answer, please.
Thea, final answer.
Pasiphae. 10 points for 6 feet on toss-up 20, and our final score.
Final score, Treeumvirate has 30, Strangers with Candy has 80, something went sideways in the score. No, there it is. 6 feet from Candy has 150.
All right, well done to all the players and all the teams. Thank you so much for a wonderful round. Thank you again to Emily and Austin for their assistance, and of course to all the writers. Best of luck in the next rounds, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you for moderating and scorekeeping and everything.
And accepting our challenge.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
I did like that, though.
Thank you.
I appreciate your integrity. You know, I'm unbiased.
Great job, everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks for moderating.
My pleasure.
And good to see you, Emily.
Yeah, nice to see you.
You too, William. I was telling my husband I sort of miss getting a big hug from you this year.
Yeah, I know. Just like,
Been a while.
Virtual hug.
Yeah,
right.
and Emily, I don't have to go an entire year missing seeing you, which I thought this might be that year. But
Do you really miss seeing me though, Ian?
I do miss seeing you. What was it, 8th grade? I don't even know when we first met. Something.
Josh,
Ninth grade.
When does
Ninth
smoke
grade?
all start? Sorry.
So I'm supposed to report on August 5th.
Oh wow. Okay.